Hi everyone, it's Karen here from tuppencecolour.co.uk. Thank you for joining me. Today's project is this rather sweet little handbag, purse, if you're on the other side of the Atlantic, which I found on Pinterest, and the website that it originally came from is called ourdailyideas.com, and it was by Sylvie. And I really like this one because it folds flat. So you could make as many of them as you wanted and leave them undecorated, and then when you were ready to pop your little gift in there, you could just bring that up, close it together, and there you have a sweet little way of presenting a small gift or a trinket. I've made up quite a few of these in the same way, because when you see this, I will just be going to, or just have come from, our UK regional Stamping Up event, which is in Telford, and we all take swaps for one another. So this is going to be my swap. I've made up quite a few of them and made it without the handles because, to be honest, I was making a lot of them and I didn't really want to spend an awful lot of time making the handles. And inside, look, sweeties. So if you swapped with me, I hope you enjoy it. And if you're not going to Telford and you just want to see how the project is put together, stick with me and we'll show you how. Alright, Blackberry Bliss TSP from the 2014-15 catalogue. The colour is staying in the new catalogue, but this pattern is retiring, and it's 11 inches by 8 inches, and I've scored it at 3/4 of an inch, at 4.5 inches, at 6.5 inches, and at 10.25 inches. And I've also made a mark at 8.5 inches and at 2.5 inches. I turn it that way and I've scored it at 2 inches and at 6 inches, and I've turned it round and I've made those little marks again at the 2.5 inch mark and the 8.5 inch mark. Okay, and I've got a set square, and I don't know how easy this is going to be. You'll be able to see this. Will you be able to see it better on the other side? Yes, I think you will. Where I made those small marks, I'm now going to join those marks to the place where my horizontal and vertical fold lines intersect. So I've got a set square and find, not that, there it is there. Got my ball tool at the point where they intersect, check it there, and join it up. So not that easy to see, but maybe easier if I train the fold a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to repeat that in all of these corners. There was no way I was going to be able to find all those lines on this particular pattern paper without actually getting my head in the shot. So I hope you don't mind, but I've gone ahead and I've repeated it while I was off camera. So I've also trained all of these lines by giving them a swipe with my bone folder and folded out those edges. So I hope, oops, stay still. I hope now that you can see that I've got creases running that way and that way and that way and that way, and now it's just time to put it together. So I've got fast fuse, or you could use sticky strip, or because this is paper you might even get away with snail. So I'm going to put some fast fuse along there and there. Right, so all I'm doing now is folding that edge in to there and that edge in to there, and I get my fingers inside this bit at the middle. I just pull up, and there's the shape of my bag. So here it is, all folded up, and now I want to put the frame on. So I've cut myself 2 pieces of old olive cardstock, 5 inches by 3 inches. Sorry, 5 inches by 1.5 inches, and I've scored it at 3/4 of an inch and 1/2 inch from each end, and I've just cut off that the little rectangles on both sides. So now I'm going to put sticky strip on the back, and I'm going to stick this to the top of the bag. So I'm going to put the front piece down first. That's important because you may notice there's a little bit of a rough bit there. Actually, when I did this 5 minutes ago, I put the back piece on first, so it was out with the Roncinol to get off the sticky strip, and you'll see why it has to go front first in a minute. Okay, so that's my frame on there. I do the same on the other end. The new Stampin' Up! Catalogue, which I have seen a sneaky peeky of, we retired sticky strip, but we have got a new strong adhesive tape coming, which has got a paper back, so you don't actually need scissors to cut it. You can just tear it with your fingers. So that's going to be quite exciting, quite useful. There we are. So now we have the handle, and that's going to fold over there, and that's going to fold over there in just a minute. This is kind of a quirky colour combination, but I rather like it. So bag has to have handles. So I've got here my crocodile. Use a punch, and the way I'm doing it is I've set it all the way back, and I'm coming in from the side, and I'm just eyeballing it. I've taken it in as far as it can, and I'm punching. I'm turning it round, and I'm lining it up with the one I just punched, and I'm punching. Other end, same thing. Punching. And punching. And that way I know that my handbag handle holes will be at the same distance apart. See, is that neat? Okay. Right, now I said a handbag needs handles, and again this is something that's retired, but do you know what? Let's just make use of it. This is Blackberry Bliss Stitched Ribbon. It's very pretty. So how much do I want for my handles? I think about that much. My ribbon scissors. That's here. And let's cut another piece the same length. So the handles are even. On the side. Right, now. Glue dots, glue dots, glue dots. Here's my glue dots. I've got my mini glue dots. And I've got my pokey tool, and I'm going to push and thread that through the front of there, and where's my glue dot? It is. I'm just going to put a glue dot on the end. Just hold that down, because that is going to flap over there, and that's going to hold it very neatly, so I don't need to go over the top. With the adhesive. Now I made I made about 25 of these to go to our regional event in Telford with. And the way I did it was I did all the cutting first, and then I did the scoring, and then I did the folding, and then I did the decorating. I didn't put little ribbon handles on the ones I made for Telford. So you're getting an extra step. Okay, so off comes my sticky strip, and then that folds over there, and that holds that down. So you can't have a bag with one handle, can you? So we'll do the same on the other side. So through my hole. Glue dot, gluey glue dot. And press it down, and from the other side, I should tear off that bit, it's getting on my nerves now. And let's pick up glue dots. You know, you could use a bit of tape or anything for this. I just happen to have the glue dots handy, and they're very convenient, and they're easily strong enough for this. Okay, and there you go. And there it is. This is the finished article. I've finished off the inside by putting half a dot of Velcro on either side. You could use a whole dot, but don't need to, so let's not waste it. And I finished off the front with stamped a piece of old olive with a 2 3/8 scallop circle punch, and a piece of the Blackberry Bliss card with a 2-inch circle punch, and I've cut out a heart with the Sweetheart punch, and I've stamped it from this set, which is called Groovy Love, and I've used this one with the zebra or tiger striping on it. Finished it off, stuck it on a couple of dimensionals, a little bit of the scrap ribbon left over to make those little swag tails there, and that's it, and I think that's rather pretty. So I do hope you've enjoyed this project, and thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon. Goodbye now.